China's Army training system construction from the 12th five-year to the 14th five-year experienced more than 10 years of development. In this process we can see two phenomena. 1. Troops at all levels of civil construction training site. 2. A large number of training system equipment procurement. The whole construction process, we observe the training site is more beautiful. The system and equipment procurement chaos. It seems that all levels of personnel are lost their own direction, do not understand how to build training facilities, do not understand what kind of facilities can really support them to win the war. At the same time, in the bad bidding environment, often by unusable training equipment. The user also does not understand what kind of equipment can improve the combat ability and skills of the relevant personnel. Many troops training system construction chaos reflected in the following aspects. 1. The relevant responsible personnel of the troops are not able to put forward the demand for training facilities and system equipment. And the forward-looking training demand put forward by the grassroots personnel such as battalion and company is killed by the leaders who are afraid of losing their official hats. And these leaders do not want to risk going to the actual combat to carry out training. The training system is not targeted and directional. The relevant project approval personnel like big, empty and virtual beautiful words, but cannot realistically analyze the actual combat ability and skilled training mode of the troops from individual soldiers to continuous shooting. This system establishes a training site or platform to ultimately achieve the effective improvement of a certain skill of the relevant personnel. At the same time, the evaluation and selection are carried out through the information system. The departments made of high information are completely oriented by enterprises, and the Army informatization is regarded as the work of installing servers and surveillance cameras. The power is put into the safety management of the camp, rather than the direction of improving the combat ability of the troops. The Joint Logistics Support Center of the Army began to revise the bidding system in 2017. It encourages state-owned enterprises to win the bid and encourages low-price bidding in the Army. These Chinese logistics managers without conscience directly encourage Chinese state-owned enterprises to act as second-hand traders and coerce private enterprises to borrow state-owned enterprises to pay protection fees from the institutional level at the same time. The low-price bidding system pushes the system and equipment units of the Army into the abyss. And only low-priced inferior products can be obtained. At the same time, the Joint Logistics Support Units do not bear the responsibility for purchasing inferior products. These Joint Logistics Support personnel without conscience can finally get awards from the Army. For these years the Army has been suppressing private enterprises, will have the technical ability of conscience private enterprises to suppress to cannot participate in the Army bidding work. At the same time pull their own relationship between the Army procurement scope, for them to create the channel of the bid, with a variety of shoddy ways to steal funds from the Army. The demand unit of training site and system equipment because of the dark procurement system lead to the responsible persons at all levels are not willing to invest more experience and strength in the training system facilities construction. The evil inspection audit department will often stare at the procurement process of people and things, completely not to give fault, deeply hit the staff's confidence and desire. Undertake site engineering construction units are currently adopting the state-owned enterprise lottery method, and China Railway, China Construction, CTO such state-owned enterprises have all become empty shells. From the army to get billions of infrastructure projects and then layers subcontracting, and finally for the army to build a large number of tofu residue project, startling, shocking. Finally, the Great Wall of Steel is not a day to collapse. The Army Joint Logistics Support Unit and Inspection Audit Unit should reflect on their own actions. Can live up to the future to go to the battlefield of comrades. Stifling private enterprises to encourage Airbus state-owned enterprises may be the worst choice for the Chinese Army.